Hi, guys, and welcome back to the Soup Tea. So, my name is Rosa Enid.
And I am Liz Santana. Welcome back, guys.
You guys know that Valentine's Day is next Sunday.
Yes, it's right around the corner. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm excited for Valentine's Day. It creeped up on us. I'm not going to lie. Like, all of a sudden, it was just January. We were chilling, and all of a sudden, it's February, about to be Valentine's Day.
Yes. A lot of single people will be like, well, I'm single. I don't want to hear about Valentine's Day.
You want to hear what I had heard also? I had one time someone say that Valentine's Day was just for couples who were dating. Like when you're they try to say like Valentine's was just for when you were trying to pursue the girl. Like once you have the girl, you don't got to celebrate Valentine's Day no more.
Look, listen, let me explain something to you guys and girls. That is not true. My personal opinion, when you're trying to get into a relationship with someone, it's like working for an A in class, right? So you're working for the A, you're working for that A. You put all this work into getting that A, right? Because you're like, damn, I want to get it. When you get the A, when you finally get the A, right? Because of all the work that you put in, my personal opinion, it's easier to maintain that A than to let it drop back to a like C minus and then have to do all that work to get it back again. So it's like the same thing in a relationship. You work so hard to get into this relationship with your significant other. It's easier to kind of like keep doing the same things that you work so hard, the same things that you got yourself into doing, right? Because it's maintaining that relationship.
Yeah.
Instead of just like saying, oh, well, I'm here. Screw it. I don't need to do anything that I did before to maintain it. Of course you do, because it's really important to try and keep a spark in that relationship.
Okay. So for me, I remember that it was about 2 years ago, I think. Yeah, it was 2019, Valentine's Day. I was working. So I was in Miami doing a show. I wasn't going to see my significant other. And on Valentine's Day, we were actually on the studio, we were filming, and he surprised me. He sent me I got 2 packages. One was like a thing of roses with a bear. It was super freaking cute.
Oh, that is so cute.
And obviously, like everyone, all the girls were like, whose boyfriend did this? It was mine. And then another package came in and people were like, who's it for? And it was for me too. It was chocolate covered pretzels.
I know somebody was like, oh, that's your amante. Somebody had to say that was your amante. I know it.
But no, so my boyfriend has sent me 2 gifts. It was great. I know a lot of people were a little bit jealous, but I felt bad because most of them were like in relationships for a long time or married. So they even said, like one even made a comment and said, oh, of course, us casadas, like us who are married, don't get nothing. Like the husbands forget that it's even Valentine's Day.
Lies. Let me tell you something. First of all, I know you was like, yes, because I know it's happened to me. I've gotten flowers at work, and I like the feeling of being like in the spotlight for a second. Like, yeah, I got flowers. Okay, it's up to us to train. That sounds really bad, but I mean it in the most sweetest way possible. It's up to us it's up to us to teach our partners what we like and what we expect out of our relationship. And my mom always told me, people don't come in, or people will not come into your life respecting you. You have to teach people to respect you, right? So it's the same thing in a relationship. And this is my opinion. It's the same thing in a relationship. When you're getting to know someone and when someone's getting to know you, right? You're getting to know their likes, their dislikes, what they want out of a relationship, what they don't want. So it's the same thing when it comes to things like that. Like you can't expect your partner to just pop out of the blue. If that's not something that's in their nature to do, they're not gonna do it unless you tell them like, hey, look, what are you getting me for Valentine's Day? Just throw it in there. Give them 3 weeks in advance, throw it in there. Like in the middle of January, Valentine's Day is coming. You want to walk into a room full of roses. Yo, what are you getting me for Valentine's Day? Because I expect something. You know what I mean? Just throw it in there. Plant that little seed. You have to teach them that that's what you want. That's what you like. That's what keeps you on your toes.
No, I agree. It's like saying when you're dating, you show how much you appreciate getting these cute little Valentine's Day things, and then you're expecting it the next year. So if they start not doing it, you should express how you felt and how you really were thinking that he was going to do something, because
Right,
that's
right.
what you want. It's kind of like some people show, I don't know if you've read this book. It's like the 5 love languages. Like everyone has different ways that they express love.
Oh, really? That
Yeah,
sounds
like
interesting.
you express love the way you want to receive it. And some people are acts of gifts. So imagine that person waiting for their gift on Valentine's Day and you don't get it. Buddy, there's going to be some problems. Like people, like I know that like those women that didn't get a gift from their significant other, if I'm hoping that a lot of them went home and they got something, but if they didn't, there's going to be problems and there's going to be attitude.
Especially that
And
Valentine's.
yeah, because
Especially that Valentine's, because they saw you get that present, so now they're envious and they're like, "Oh, I better go home to at least a freaking set of roses or something." Especially that Valentine's. If they never said anything before that Valentine's, they're getting screwed.
I know. It's like, guys, you're about to get some resentment. You're going to get some drama for a few weeks because you
Yep.
forgot Valentine's Day. I agree with you. It's really us about having that communication with our partners. When you don't talk in a relationship about your wants and your needs, you can't be mad at your partner because you never spoke to them about that. They're not mind readers. They can just expect that, oh yeah, she's expecting a Valentine's Day. I think especially because we're in 2021. Last year was hard on a lot of people. People lost their jobs. It was a financial weird time of the year. So I know
Right.
that a lot of people might think like, oh, I'm not going to buy her anything for Valentine's Day because we don't have money or because our finances are affected. And that's fine. You don't have to get, when it comes to Valentine's Day and showing love, it's not about getting expensive gifts. It's not about, you could go to the garden outside, pick up a flower and give it to her. And I think that means something. That's a Valentine's that she's going to love and appreciate.
Right.
Even if you guys do the dishes or clean the house or say, honey, this is your day to do whatever, I'll take the kids. That's another way to express Valentine's Day. There's so many things that people can do
Yeah.
that doesn't have to cost money or doesn't have to be expensive.
So I just want to give a shout out to like Rosa's video. I'm not gonna share the contents that was in there because if you guys want to see it, you guys have to go to Rosa's YouTube channel and check it out. The contents in the video definitely gave me ideas that were like gold.
Thank you. Yeah, I think there's so many things that people can do for Valentine's Day, which is why I did the video. People shouldn't be expecting expensive rings or expensive anything. Even fancy dinners, like things are closed. Like, what are we doing? We're still in a pandemic. So we just have to get a little creative with what we do, express that we care, we love somebody through our actions.
Funny thing, I just want to mention because you mentioned dinner. I'm based in New York. A lot of restaurants have found creative ways to like attract people to come. So there's this one restaurant that they have like little lighthouses, like little romantic, beautiful houses on the outside of the restaurant. No joke. When I went in, I was like, oh, this is gonna be really nice for Valentine's Day. When I went in to see the menu, it just definitely wasn't worth it. I was like, wait, what? It wasn't worth it for me to just sit outside and freeze my butt off and have to rush to eat my food before it gets cold. Nah, I can't do it. It gets really expensive. So me personally, I'd rather cook at home.
Yeah, just make a romantic dinner at home where you're not cold, because it's cold out there to be sitting outside. Like,
right? It is.
But point being, get creative, guys, this 2021. There's still a lot of things that you guys can do to celebrate Valentine's Day, and it does not have to be like the traditional way.
We live in a day we all know where social media is like the vibe. But we also have to stop comparing our gifts to others and be appreciative to whatever our partner can give you. Don't make them feel bad. Don't make them feel like it wasn't enough.
Or don't make
You know.
yourself feel bad. Like, who cares?
Right.
I know there's women that will see, oh, my friend got this and I didn't. Like, so
Exactly.
that's not the
Don't
point.
let the internet tell you what's cool and what's not.
Exactly. Don't let the internet define how much you love somebody.
By the gift, by the size of the gift or the cost, because it doesn't.
Yeah, because social media ain't even real. You don't even know if her man really got her that gift or if she got it herself.
Like, yeah, my man got me my Valentine's Day gift. No, he didn't. You know, you worked so damn hard to set up that room by yourself for you.
I
Funny.
know people that have
Woo.
done like that. Like it's serious.
That reminds me. That reminds me of that Instagram video where, like, or is it an Instagram video where people put shoes on their hands and they put shoes on their fucking feet and they like bend? Stop,
They're
guys.
like me and
Stop.
babe.
Sit your ass down. Sit your single ass down. Okay.
Okay, that brings another good point. Even
Right.
if you're single, you can still celebrate Valentine's Day. Like Valentine's Day is not just about
But not the way that we were
lovers.
just talking about it.
No.
Like, not that way. Don't go out and try to act like you got somebody that got no. We mean it in a whole different way.
No, but there's, people celebrate Valentine's Day too, because Valentine's Day, it's not just about showing love to your significant other, it's expressing love to also your family and your friends. So I know so many people that do Valentine's Day, which is really fun. It's a fun activity that women can do together to celebrate. Like, who doesn't love to get together with your girlfriends, have some drinks, have a slumber party or whatever, you know?
But maybe you just don't want to go out, or maybe you just want to be home. There's nothing wrong with setting up a little mimosa bar for yourself or doing whatever. So show yourself self-love. Again, this pandemic has put such a strain on all of us to the point where it's just like sometimes we need to show ourselves or remind ourselves how much we love ourselves, right? And we need to uplift ourselves. So there's nothing wrong with you being single. And even if you don't celebrate with your friends or family, nobody's going to take care of you and nobody's going to love you the way you love you. You know what I mean? And sometimes we fail ourselves. And that's where we need to start fixing it. That's where all of the root of all the negativity and all the problems come from, because it starts with us. Valentine's Day is not only for married couples, people that are in a relationship, or it's for you also. Show yourself love. Give yourself that freaking self-care. You know what I mean?
Send yourself some
VDay.
flowers.
Yeah, F it. Get yourself some chocolates at CVS. Sit down. You know what I mean? Who said that you can't? Make yourself a delicious dinner. And if you don't want to make it, order it. On Valentine's Day, social media and a lot of people spend a lot of time and energy kind of like putting, oh, I don't want to see these people in couples. No, stop being a hater. Sit yourself down. Go spend some time in CVS and TJ Maxx. Go do it for yourself. Start spreading the positivity. Start spreading the love. And
Yeah,
whatever.
and just appreciate it. I don't think that when you see couples in love or people showing affections of love, you're bringing that energy, you're keeping that negative energy around you. Like, if you should actually appreciate, if you want to find someone and be in love, you should appreciate seeing love in other people, because that's just going to bring in more positive feelings to you. But if you sit down in a rut, start crying, eating chocolate or ice cream out of a depression, that's not going to do anything for you. It's going to make you
Yep.
feel sad. So why not just lift yourself up, watch a comedy about romance, and do something that's going to make you feel better, especially on that day where everyone that's single feels like it's the worst day of their life.
Right. Remember, in order for you to love someone, you first have to know how to love yourself. In order for you to love someone else properly, you have to know how to love yourself properly.
The same thing goes for married couples and people who've been together for a long time. The reasons why you should celebrate Valentine's Day, it's because you have an opportunity to bring in those sparks that you once had. You get to
Mm-hmm.
reignite that flame, that love. We live such busy lives now, especially couples, that people barely see each other, people barely have time to spend together. You have to make it one day out of the year, at least one day, to make it special. And it doesn't have to exactly be Valentine's Day. Like, let's say you're not off that day, whatever, pick another day of the week to celebrate and be with your partner. Because, guys, we have to be able to have a day to appreciate our significant other. Make that day about you, where you guys get to talk about things you haven't had time to talk about, or do something new, or recreate an old date that you've had. I know one thing that um my boyfriend and I like to do, it's like, especially if we're feeling like we're both in a rut, or one of us is having a bad day or whatever,
Right.
we like to go to places that we used to go to when we dated. Like, for
Oh,
example,
like relive that moment. I like that. I
exactly,
like that. And I
yeah,
like that a
like
lot.
whether it's a restaurant that we love going to, We love ramen, so we like to do a lot of ramen, Japanese food. One time when we were in New York, he drove me to the house, our friend's house where we first met. So
Oh,
yeah, like
that's sweet. I like that.
doing things like that just
You go,
brings
Tino.
but doing things like that brings you back to those moments and brings back those feelings of how you felt. You even feel younger, honestly, because
You do.
you're
Indeed.
back in that. And I think people just doing those little things for each other will help reignite that spark or, you know, find that love again.
Everyone's definition of Valentine's Day is different. Do not compare yourself. Like, we make that mistake all the time, repetitively, over and over, because we live in a world of social media and we always tend to like compare ourselves to other people. Let's stop comparing ourselves to other people. Let's make that a fad. Let's bring it back. You know what I mean? Stop comparing yourself to other people. Make it your own. Celebrate it your own way. You know, make it memorable for you.
Think about when our parents were like going through this back in the day. There was no social media, so you honestly didn't know what Pepe and Maria did. You have no idea.
So Hispanic, stop. Pepe and Maria.
You have like no idea what he got her as a gift, and I feel like people were better off that way. You kept things were more private back then. You didn't have access to see everybody's life and know exactly what they did.
I
It's
mean, like, I mean, my mom always
crazy.
said that. She's like, I don't know. You guys are so into all this stuff. When I was younger, we didn't do none of that stuff.
But you know why we do it? Because we see other people doing it and we want what other people have. And that's not the healthiest thing.
No, that
I
feeds into our envy, the little envy monster that's inside of everyone.
Exactly, which turns out to be emotionally hurtful. Instead of focusing on yourself and improving your life and in focusing on your own like your own life, you are too glued to your phone looking at everybody else's lives and how they're living.
And
So
let's not take away the fact how negative that is. It's a negative impact on yourself, because it takes time away from you. It
exactly.
poisons your mind. You know, I know a few people, like actually a lot of people, they tell me that like I had to take a social media break. Like, even Rosa has told me that before. Like,
I've
she's like,
done
I
it.
had to take a social media break. I had to like disconnect.
If you're one of those people that when you see Valentine's Day stuff, it starts making you upset, you start getting mad, you get depressed, then cut off social media for that whole day or
Yeah.
that week of Valentine's. Like, you don't have to look at other people's stuff. You
No.
can even, I know there's ways that you can pause or getting notifications or so that you're not opening up
Oh,
the
really?
page all the time. Yeah,
Look at that.
I
Something
think
new you
there's
learn.
yeah, I think there's ways that you can even like pause for certain people's posts not to show up
Okay.
or not be alerted because you might be triggered by it, but you don't want to unfollow them. So you can do that. You can do those steps, do those things, do whatever you have to do so that seeing that won't affect you and won't
Right.
affect your mental well-being.
Funny thing, and I have to mention her because like I appreciate her. The other day I went to go do my nails and her mom was there with her friend and she's like, I listened to your podcast. I really like it. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. She was just talking about, like, we just got into it on like, she was like, talking here. She's like, I'm at a place in my life where I don't want to be bothered by anybody. Like, I'm at an age and I'm at a place in my life where I don't, I'm not in a space where I want to consider other people's feelings. The way she was able to identify and just know, like, I don't want to deal with nobody. I just want to deal with myself. Like, I'm enough. Not a lot of people have the strength and the ability to be able to identify that. Right there, she's demonstrating self-love. That is okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And I'm gonna be honest with you, for all the single people out there, I just want to let this secret be known that a lot of people don't talk about. Married people, single moms and single dads, or people that are in relationships, they envy you because they envy you. They envy a day of being able to sit down by themselves and live in peace and quiet in a little box. Okay. So you're sitting there envying the people in a relationship or whatever, or with kids or whatever. Those people are envying you. because they want to be able to do what you can do. So just saying.
And with that, I think we're gonna wrap the episode up. Guys,
Also, by the way, you didn't mention your YouTube channel so that they could go
oh,
check out your video.
yes. So I have a how to celebrate Valentine's in 2021 video. You guys can check it out. It's my YouTube channel, which is my name. So it's Rosa Enid. That's spelled Rosa space ENID. So check it out if you guys
Go
want.
check it out, guys. Has
Yes.
great ideas.
Thank you. But also make sure you guys follow us on YouTube as well. It's the Stoop Tea. And like I said, we're posting our full episodes now. So you guys can catch the full episode either on YouTube or on the podcast. Again, if you guys want to email us or talk to us, you can send us an email. Our email is askus@stooptea.com. That's ask@stooptea.com.
Our Instagram and TikTok is at the Stoop Tea. Go check us out. Go follow us. Go check our highlights. Go check our stories and go check everything that we post on there. We definitely we're free, guys. We show you everything. We're definitely raw as hell. So just go check us out.
Thank you, guys. And I hope you all have a wonderful Valentine's Day and a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye, guys.